What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Finley here with us play Sly Coop and the Thievius Raccoonus Part 8. So we, as you can see, we are here in Vicious Voodoo, and now we are going through the area that the snake opened for us, the giant snake opened for us, and we just all we have to do is just get around to the other side here, and then you can see there's a level there, and then there should be one or two levels up here. Yeah, there's one, and then that's okay. So the rest, all three levels are in this area. So I guess I'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. I don't really remember it, to be honest. So I guess I'll go ahead and get it.
Vehicle seems to be outfitted with some sort of high-energy cannon. Use the left analog stick to move, and aim the right analog stick in the direction you want to shoot. Remember, you can always shoot in one direction while moving in another.
Okay, so I guess we have to shoot the ghosts, the ghost cats. You can hold it down instead of just hold down the R1 button to shoot faster than just tapping it. Tapping it would do, or not the R1 button, the right stick. And you can see we are riding in a raft, so our speed is kind of set for us, where we don't have a set. Oh wow. We don't really have a set speed that we can go, and it doesn't matter. At least I don't believe it matters if you end up if you can't destroy the enemies that are around. Oh, I guess the boat stops until you can move, or maybe just until the blockage is moved. Now doing this with I'm supposed to get off here. There's coins here, so I can get some horseshoes. It's definitely very useful to come into this with horseshoes. I kind of remember it now in this section. Up here is not very easy, so you definitely want to make sure that you try to collect as many coins as you can. To try to gain some horseshoes for this area and then area that's coming up next. So any breakable item that's around here, these masks, anything, the candles won't give you any coins, or just anything you can break around here. Definitely do it. You may not get a coin, or you may not get a horseshoe this time, but the next time you die, you'll get a horseshoe. So it's very useful. And what you want to do is just try to sit back a little ways. I know you may want to go after those coins, but you just want to sit back a little ways so that you can have time to kill the cats, as well as try to knock out the statues from a safe distance. These don't seem to have a range to them, the bullets from this. It doesn't seem like it's really falling all that easily. That's one down. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, so they're mixing them together now. Well, and this is the really hard section that you want to have the horseshoe for. So I'll go ahead and oh wow, really? That stinks. So I have to do this entire thing over again because that was my last life. But you can see it's not that hard. It's just that last section with the ghost cats and the bird throwing its head is the hardest part. Everything else is fairly easy. I wonder if they're obviously they're not going to give me the horseshoe, but I'm sure they won't give me the coins either. That may be a turtle. I'm not 100% sure. So I guess they do have a range to them, these bullets do, so I guess you have to be kind of close. but once you actually can hit them, everything seems to go down pretty quickly. Yeah, crap. Well, I hope that horseshoe's still up there. I'm not sure. I've never actually lost a horseshoe like that before, so I'm not sure exactly what happens. But you can see dodging the heads are pretty easy. What he does is he just throws them wherever you were, just throws them wherever you were at a certain point. You may be able to time it just right by, by counting the seconds between when he throws it and things like that. But I just find it, I find it a lot easier just to go ahead and, just keep moving and try to be ready to get the timing down just right, so when he throws his head, you're not going to get hit by anything. So the horseshoe doesn't seem to be around, but I did pick up a life, so that's useful. Nope, no horseshoe. Crap. That stinks. You definitely need a horseshoe for this area. I definitely say focus on the cats first. Oh, I guess I killed everything, didn't I? Okay. You can say focus on the ghost cats first. That's the one. Pick up some more coins so I can get a horseshoe.
According to my paranormal scanner, that flowing soup is really highly charged ectoplasm. It's just got to be the source of power for those headstone generators.
Yeah, you can see we still have some more to do. As you can see, there is a barrier here. I believe we can hit it. I believe we can knock out that ghost. Maybe not. I was gonna say maybe we could knock out that ghost cat statue, but I don't think so. Now that I think about it. So since you're crap. So you can knock that out as soon as you get up close to the ghost, the statue. So that's useful. Let's see what we have here. 2 of these probably throw their heads a lot faster, or just all the barriers that are around. This should be the last area. So 2 ghosts, 3 ghosts, 3 ghost cats, and 3. Oh, just okay. I could have swore there was some of those turtle things that throw their heads, but obviously not. Okay, let me see. Of course, if you can't come into this section with a horseshoe or 2, what you want to do is... Oh, crap, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't mean to dive right into him. You want to try to knock out the sides, or, the barriers first, and pay attention to that. As you can see, you can knock out the barriers pretty quickly if you're right beside them. It doesn't take a whole lot to knock them out once you're once you're really close to them. But the problem is, getting really close to them sometimes. Oh, this is a bad spot. Really bad spot. I wonder if you can actually shoot the heads. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got another horseshoe, so that's good for this area anyway. That's coming up next. Yeah, the last area is definitely the hardest, just because of all the barriers and so many ghost cats. 1 horseshoe really isn't enough. Just to be able to handle all of the cats that can come out at one time. The best strategy you can do is just to pick one side and then focus on it. I find the sides are a little bit easier just because you kind of have a wall between the ghost cats only come at you from 2 sides rather than 3 if you try to go for the middle first, or even I guess first. And so if you want to collect all the coins and everything, you want to make sure that you do that before destroying the last tower, because that's where the last key is. But it doesn't really matter, once you get to that point, just, get out. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get coins in these other levels and even in the hub world than it is doing it anywhere else. And this is another small challenge.
With all the hay and feathers in here, just looking at this place has got me breaking out in hives. But we've got no choice. That ghost over there contacted me on Spectre Wave Radio, and we've cut a deal. He's promised us a key if you can whack 50 chickens. I guess he needs them to make a big pot of gumbo, but he's scared of the bobtoed roosters. Be careful, or they'll blow you to bits. Think you can do it?
Okay, so let me see. So you can see the chickens. Just hit them. You are on a time limit, but all you have to do is just hit the chickens. Watch out for the roosters. I don't remember when they come out. I'm sure once you hit enough. Okay, so there's the roosters there. The best thing I can suggest is just to run and swing. Especially once the roosters come out, that's about your best bet. And try to make sure that the roosters always stay right behind you, rather than to the side or whatever. Yeah, like that. That you don't want to do that. That's a very bad idea. Ooh, wow, crap! Oh, wow. And they are a little bit faster than you. The roosters are. Over time, if they get really close to you, they can catch up to you. So you definitely want to be very careful. And you definitely want to try to go after big clumps of the chickens instead of just single chickens, that are just by themselves. I only need one more. Oh, wow. Oh, I could have swore I got blown up. So not that difficult, all you have to do is just pay attention to the biggest clumps of chickens. Always keep swinging and make sure the roosters stay behind you. That's about the hardest part, just trying to get enough enough chickens. Where's that last level at? I don't think I got enough keys for this, yeah. I don't want to do this again, I didn't... Should be... Oh. Where's that last level at? I can always pull the map up and see. Oh, okay. I guess I was thinking that this purple thing was a level. See, it appears to be right over there, so I'm gonna have to go back around because you can't go. You have to follow the rotation of the masks. You can't go against the flow of where the masks are going, or you will end up taking. You'll get spotted. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe I have to head. Let's see. The ghastly voyage, descent into danger. Well. Oops. Let me see. Descent into danger. I'm actually surprised I missed this one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I really didn't mean to miss it. I'm honestly surprised I did. Alrighty, let me see.
Oh my God, a green waterfall overflowing with bones and body parts. I'm telling you, the health department's going to come down big time on this dope.
Okay. So, with this, you want to be careful just to make sure that the guard does not see you. We cannot grab these right now because you can see the spikes. Oh crap! The spiked logs. There is a way that we can get to them later. So don't worry about it. Just focus on trying not to get caught. Yeah, so you should go down in one hit. Just make sure you don't miss any clues. But of course, at this point, you should have the binocucom. You should have the blueprints at this point, and so you shouldn't have to worry about missing any clues or anything like that. And it's actually not a bad idea to go ahead and check around, to look around early on in the level, just to make sure that you clear out sections of the level. Kind of cut levels off into little sections, and then check around with your binocucom to make sure that you don't end up missing anything. Like right now, that lower section down there, make sure it's all clear, and then you head up here and get everything you can here. I'm pretty sure these boards may fall out when you put your weight on them. Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you have to jump across them. So you can see there's some spotlights over there. I believe that's actually the right way we're supposed to go. But you can see you can get down there by jumping from here to get down there, and you just you can either drop a hat bomb, or you can just ambush him like that. I forgot there was a thing there. If you can actually get up here. Oh, okay. So I guess you can jump up there and get up there that way. But I know I'm pretty sure the other one you can't get up there like that. You have to go onto this upper section up here. Now the problem with going onto this upper, jumping down to this lower section, of course you have to get the clues and all that, but you have to go back quite a ways, because where you end up falling is pretty far towards the beginning of the level, so you definitely want to be very careful. Or well, you don't have to be careful. Just keep that in mind, that you will have to backtrack quite a ways to get back to this upper section. And all the coins and everything seem to come back once you die, so that's a good way to get back. Oh crap, horseshoes. Well, I didn't mean to jump down here, but now since I'm down here, I guess I'll go ahead and collect these coins. Because what I really need is lives. I'm actually surprised I'm losing so many and getting so many game overs, but it's this game, because they give you so few lives and there's not that many lives scattered around, and because the coins are used to get the the shield, and also get a life, because it's pretty much you have to get 300 coins to get 1 life. So that is quite a bit of money before you per life. It's not like in other games like say these let me see what I think I'm like the Crash series, where it just take 100 Wumpa Fruit, and the Wumpa Fruit was only used for only 4 lives. The Sonic series is the same way. It only takes 100 rings for you to gain for you to get the for you to get a life, and they both games scatter lives around. Well, this game doesn't really have that many lives scattered around. It's a good thing I didn't jump down just yet. But this is where it really hurts, because you go so far onto that upper section, then you have to do it all over again. But that's where you can use the fast to help make this a little bit easier to go through. Of course, it doesn't help. You still have to take quite a bit of time to come back, but it's not as bad as it could be. And of course, you want to be careful through here, just because you knock out the the searchlights doesn't mean that you can't be careful through here because of the spiked logs and the floorboard. You know, the floor giving way under your weight. Have to be careful of those two things. Let me see. Okay. So, and those clues there on the waterfall are another bad area because they're, like I said, quite a ways on the upper section, but very close to the beginning of the level. So you have to, you know, go quite a ways, as I just said. And you definitely want to be very careful with the floor, you know, with these boards. Of course, it is easy to jump over them, but it's also easy to just to use them like a platform that made you fall out underneath you to gain a little bit of distance and try to you know, jump. Let me see. I want to grab these, but I want to. Let me see. Pull out the. Make sure I haven't missed anything behind me. No, probably just breakable. And just those. So that's what I want to do. I want to. Ah, crap. Oh, I keep forgetting it doesn't kill me, or it doesn't penalize me for dying. Let me see. I think I may have made a mistake here because you can kind of see there's a platform right there, but you can't hit it with the waterfall being active. I don't think you can anyway. Well, I don't know if you're actually supposed to be able to or not, but it worked. I'm surprised these coins came back. I could have swore oh, maybe oh, I guess I didn't go back this far. Really should go ahead and knock that guard out since I'm already here, but I shouldn't have to run back down here again. So that should be okay. But if you know, of course I did die, but that would definitely be the first area that you would want to hit, just so you wouldn't have to worry about that guard anymore. I don't believe he can hit you if you run fast enough. But of course, as I've said before, and as I've shown off, that the enemies move faster as well. With the fast, and that's really what it's supposed to be, is to help you with slower enemies that may take a while with their movement patterns, such as the dogs and the machine gun dogs and mug shots area. When they would have their patrol patterns, they move fairly slow, so that's why you would want to. That's why you. That's where the fast would be useful. Of course, it also helps you get through areas of the level a lot quicker as well. But that's why you can't. That's why you can't.
Look at all the security. This must be the source of all the disgusting green soup.
But that's why you can't. Oh wow, I didn't notice that. And that's why you can't use it. You know, that's why it's not a very effective tool to move past slower enemies. Very easily, just because it makes them speed up as well. So here you gotta knock out the candles. Thankfully, the candles do not come back once you knock them out, so you can kind of take your time getting rid of them all. Make sure I didn't miss anything through here. Just nothing. That will all loop around. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I thought I missed the timing on that, but thankfully I didn't. So I definitely want to keep these horseshoes for the boss fight if I can. Even if I just keep one horseshoe, that's better than nothing. Let me see, where's that? All of it's over there. The thing's not over here, so I should be okay. And then there you go. It's pretty simple.
These codes are nothing before my righteous analytical ability. The combination has to be 571.
Now you can't, if you remember the codes, you don't actually have to get all these clues. You can just enter the code and you should be okay.
Mind bending. It's Matthew de la Coupeau's perpetual slow motion technique. With this move, you can slow down time whenever you want, not just while jumping. Hold down the triangle button to use it.
At least I'm pretty sure you can. I may be wrong. Next time I get to a... Oh, I'm not trying to slow down time, but you can see how it works. You can kind of size things up if you need to, you know, get ready to jump on certain things. Not sure exactly where I'm going, to be honest. Oh. Oh, so that's what that little thing was for. But yeah, it helps you when you're trying to, like say with that rail, you know, if you're trying to get onto a little ledge, you can kind of slow down, get prepared for it, make sure you're aiming in the right direction, and you know, just get ready for it. But I find that the fast works pretty well, but also you can, let me see if I can start here. I'm supposed to, yeah. It also helps whenever you're going around. Crap. That's what I'm trying to shoot. Yeah. It also helps when you're going around something like this that you can slow down time just to make sure that you stay in the so that you stay in the middle of it.
Sly tried jumping on the lid of that cauldron to build up steam pressure. I'm sure it'll work to launch you up into Ms. Ruby's Skull Temple.
So that you can make sure you don't overshoot it, you know, run too fast or run too slow. It does move a little bit slower than you, so you slow may not work too well there.
I could feel that creeper vibe coming. Most distastefully bad juju.
Yeah, well, you give me the creeps too, lady. Cooking up an army of ghosts isn't a very neighborly pastime.
Oh, Sly. I see your mouth moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Well, if jaws need to flop, then let them flop. See you in the next world, Sly Cooper.
Alright, so this is actually not this section, but this boss fight is a rhythm-based boss fight where you have to, it's kind of a quick time event plus rhythm. You have to get the rhythm down. You have to match the rhythm to the movements of her attacks.
Come back here. You can't run away forever.
Quite true. Quite true. Why don't I have my servant Chumley escort you over here?
All right. What's the catch?
Oh, not much. Just a little game I like to play with all my annoying guests. I want to see how well you pay attention.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll unleash my mighty mojo magic upon you. If you repeat what I do, you'll dodge it just fine. If not, you'll get zapped.
A little voodoo Simon Says, huh? Sounds easy enough.
Alright, so you have to get it. Oh, I guess you don't have to get it down just right. You just have to pretty much just spam it. As soon as you're close enough, as soon as the things get close enough, of course, as you go along, the patterns will change, and things will get faster. But you can pretty much immediately. I guess it's not rhythm based. I guess it's just a quick time event. You can. Oh. You can pretty much immediately. What the? I hit the jump button. I mean, I hit the X button. You can pretty much immediately hit the next button once you need to. You know, even with these other buttons, you know, like triangles, circles, and squares, and all that. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. As long as you just mash the button, the game will do it for you. So you can actually just start. Oh crap! Well, hit the wrong button. You can actually start smashing the button immediately before you get before you get going, or once the game starts. Now you can hear that drum sound. That means you are missing the you're not supposed to hit that button yet, but it doesn't matter. It's a lot easier just to hit the button anyway. You don't get penalized for it. There's no trophy for making sure that you get the timing down just right. Nothing like that. So don't worry about it. Just do it anyway. It's a lot easier. I have to be fast with the X button though. That is the one thing, especially when you're doing this, you have to be very, very fast with the X button. And that's it. That last section.
Certainly got some rhythm, Raccoon. But it won't help you none if you're fixing to go after the Panda King. He's tough, with a capital T. If you go poking around his stronghold in China, you're likely to get poked back.
Yeah, well, if he's anything like the rest of you, I think I'll manage. Ms. Ruby's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held notes from my pioneering ancestor, Slighton Common. His invisibility technique allowed him to steal from corrupt pharaohs and greedy noblemen. Right on schedule, Inspector Fox's arrival cued my exit. The production of zombies, made illegal in the World Peace Accord of 71, earned Ms. Ruby a life sentence behind bars. While the gang and I enjoyed a few weeks in the tropical sunshine, working on our tan preparation for our next game mode.
So that last section is definitely supposed to be the hardest because of how fast it is. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here since I finished that last area completely. But I will talk about the trivia as I always do for the levels that I've done so far. But yeah, definitely spamming the button. It definitely helps, especially in that last section where it's mostly just triangle. But you do have to be very fast in that last section, especially switching all the buttons. Twice I almost couldn't get to the buttons fast enough, and I thought I would have lost it. Surprisingly, I didn't, and thankfully I didn't. But I almost did a couple times, so you definitely want to be very careful. But anyway, so we'll go into Descent into Danger first. Descent into Danger is a level in Vicious Voodoo of Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus. Sly enters the source of green goo used in the ghost production facility to create Miss Ruby's ghost cat army. Sly must venture through the foul place, battling voodoo mystics, demonic turtles, and blue widows. So the voodoo mystics are the rats with the stabs, the demonic turtles are the turtles that throw their heads at you, and the blue widows are the spiders. So no trivia for this, so we'll go to A Ghostly Voyage next. A Ghostly Voyage is a level in Vicious Voodoo and Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Sly enters a dark, haunted part of the swamp that is also contaminated by the green goo produced in the ghost production facility. Sly must use his high-tech blasting vehicle in order to destroy the gravestones producing the dreadful ghost cats. So no trivia for this level either. So, down home cooking. Bentley informs Sly that a ghost cat contacted him via Spectre Wave radio and has cut a deal with him. He promises to give Sly a key in return for him to whack 50 chickens. The ghost apparently needs them to make a pot of gumbo, but he's scared of the bomb-toting rooster. Sly must whack 50 chickens in 1 minute and 30 seconds and avoid the crazed roosters from killing him in order to beat the level and get the treasure key. So no trivia for either, so we'll go to A Deadly Dance, which is the boss fight. A Deadly Dance is a boss fight in Vicious Voodoo from Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus. Sly confronts Miss Ruby, the chief mystic and third member of the Fiendish Five, inside her skull temple. Trivia: circle and square make the word dig that when Miss Ruby says it, and triangle and X makes voodoo, and altogether you hear dig that voodoo. Due to the remix music and the Sly collection of music no longer synchronizes with Miss Ruby's attacks, making her boss fight much more difficult in comparison to the original version. Okay. Well, I didn't remember hearing any noises, but as they say. So anyway, so yeah, so that's all the trivia and everything. So thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many quick time events, which were the buttons that came up, were there in the entire boss fight. Thank you for watching. Next time we will start the Panda Kings level. So until then, later everyone.